Well, what a pleasure this is. Aren't you two the guys from the Marble Halls podcast?
We are,
No?
yeah,
Is that?
we are,
Oh, I thought I recognised you. Anyway, well,
my co-star. My co-star.
right, here we go. Let's just not make the fan cam you two, arguing the whole time. You were both at the game, and like I said to Dan, I mean, just can we really be too disappointed because the performance was so good and it's 2 goals have ultimately outdone us? But maybe there's something to learn, or maybe continue to learn about the depth that is still needed, and especially in the front 3.
Well, the answer is yes, you can be disappointed because you lost the game. So for me, it doesn't matter that you had, was it 75% possession? Mm-hmm. For me, it's meaningless. I've never seen an Arsenal game with so much meaningless possession with so little penetration.
But really, never?
Never. Not with such...
Do you think we played badly?
We played badly because you have the ball, and having the ball for so much time, you could actually argue that we played well. And for the untrained eye, it looks like that we were dominant, 75% possession. However, if you have such little penetration, what is the point of just playing the ball around and not trying to score a goal?
Okay, I get what you're saying, but I think the way I'd put it in terms of the positives is that we were able to control so many large parts of the game, which has been a big part of what we've done this season. And when you're missing Saka, Martinez, Jesus, Smith Rowe, and possibly a signing makes that a 5th player, you can understand why maybe there's a little bit of cutting edge lacking. I don't know, Harvey?
I mean, I can't say I'm a massive follower of Italian football, so I don't know how close to their lineup that would be, but not very close.
I think it was quite far off.
But we had, hang on, Julian, we had a lot of people that would start in that team. You say Saka, Martinelli, Jesus, etc. But I was bored. I was so bored. Yeah, like we dominated the game, great. We had lots of possession. We had about 21 shots. About 2 of them were on target, so did it really matter? Not really. They had about 1 shot on target, I think, and they scored. And they scored 2 goals.
Did they have any shots on target?
They had at least 1 shot on target. Yeah.
Yeah, but neither of them were the goals.
Yeah.
No, and I don't remember Ramsdale making a save.
They had a shot on target.
It was a shot for the first half. It was a shot from outside the area that kind of trickled towards Ramsdale. It was nothing great. But, okay, that's so interesting. You two say, but I was largely entertained by the way Arsenal were trying to approach getting to goal. But I think a little bit of quality would have been the difference between that good attack actually ending in a shot on target, a shot at the keeper, a shot on goal, a goal maybe. And what we actually got, which was so close. If that cross had been better, or if that little bit of quality had shone through, but I guess we see it differently, I suppose. Yeah,
well, to answer your question, there was 4 players for Juventus that would have started, probably 4, and that's it. So when you look at the 2 teams, I mean, I was in kind of doubt, and I kept changing my mind. Is this the right opposition to play at this time? Because the whole point of these games is to get ourselves ready for West Ham. So I thought maybe we should be playing a team that's similar to West Ham, because that's what, and Brighton, because that's what we're gearing up for. These games should be solely about getting the team ready for the resumption of the season. And I'm looking at Juventus and I think, okay, it's a prestige game. Juventus have got 36 league titles behind them. They're one of the biggest names in world football. But then what you've got is just 4 players at starting. Juventus are actually not the team they have been over the last few seasons. But one good thing, because I kept changing my mind from one side to the other, and then I'm looking at the way Juventus played, even with the reserves, and they, like many, many Italian teams, just wanted to defend, which is going to be very similar to the kind of games we're going to be playing against West Ham and Brighton, that teams are going to sit deep and defend, probably not as well as Juventus. So I actually thought it was a good workout, and it was a good time to play a team like that, because you've got to learn to unlock them. That's the positives. The negatives were we just didn't look like we were going to unlock them.
Yeah, fair enough. Harvey, I mean, are you worried going to West Ham, or is it just, okay, shame we lost, you don't want to lose, but we move on?
Yeah, I mean, I spoke to you last week and we were saying, cool, let's beat Lyon, let's beat AC Milan, let's have these couple of wins, let's beat Juventus, go in and be great. Because most of those players will be playing. Like, most of them will be. Jesus is out, so Eddie's starting. Okay, fine, Martinelli and Saka will be there. Probably Tomiyasu might be in, or Saliba, one of the 2 will play. Other than that, that's the team. That's the team. So I'm not, we'll have to wait and see. We're top of the league for a reason. We're doing well in the Europa League for a reason. So we'll wait and see. I don't want to be overly negative, but I was just bored watching them play. Wow. There was, especially the first half, there was no intensity whatsoever.
I thought the first half's better than the second half. But how isn't it funny? It's interesting. Julian's got an issue with this. Listen, let's round it up very quickly. Martinelli, we know a player would have made a massive difference in that kind of game. Do you think he starts on Boxing Day?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so too.
Tell
All
you
right,
what,
guys.
Tell you what, one more thing I want to say. The two young players,
Yes.
Cozier, Dubry and
Yeah.
Nwaneri were the best two players on the pitch.
Wow. Do you agree with that?
No. That they were good, but you're giving them a pass because they're so young.
No, they played well.
I mean, I thought the player that could unlock it. What are you apologising for?
No, because I carried on.
Oh, right, okay. I won't apologise. Carrying on.
If I could get a chair or something, production.
Okay, Fabio Vieira. Some of the touches that he has were absolutely immense, and he's the kind of player that can unlock a defence like that. So for me, he was a player. The other one that I thought was looking really good and looking promising was Reece Nelson, and I just hope there's nothing too serious, because if Saka's not quite ready yet, I think Reece is a really good fill-in until Saka's back up and running. So I'm not sure what happened to him. I saw him go off. He looked like he was
a hamstring. He was running and pulled up. We had Tierney in the studio, by the way, as man of the match. That was who we were. We thought he was superb. Agree that he was good.
It was okay. I mean, for me, Fabio Vieira looked like the guy that could unlock that kind of defence. Unfortunately, today, he did the odd unbelievable touch and set players up, but we didn't finish.
Yeah, fair enough. Pleasure, guys. Thanks for joining us. See you at the West Ham game.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.